This parenting tip is brought to you by the Lyle S. Hallman Foundation.
Grandma Smale was a farm wife who'd come into town to retire after her husband had died, but had worked just like like a horse on the farm. All people did when you were homesteading, and in the early days, these women just did back-breaking work. So she had retired in this little house next door to us, and she was a very simple, straightforward woman. And we did things like cook and talk about what went on a farm. And I knew that. My uncle was a farmer and all the rest of it, but I didn't really know it from her point of view, and about what the early days were like, which I subsequently also learned from my own grandmother. Mrs. Fair, who lived across the street, was a war bride and had ended up in this small town in Saskatchewan by, sheer fluke in many ways. But it was a woman who had lived in this exotic foreign country and had once been to Paris, France, and who had kid gloves and silk scarves. And this was, that she had in a trunk. And so being at her place was this constant state of exploration and curiosity, where she explained about this faraway place. I mean, how's a kid in Wadena supposed to know about the Eiffel Tower or, kid gloves? And so I really do credit her with, this sense of adventure, which my parents were very keen on. I mean, any notion that we would travel or go somewhere, they really encouraged, although, growing up, that was just trips to see grandparents and stuff. But it was, and Grandma Smale for being a rock, for just understanding that the basics in life are about working hard and getting things done. So, you married those two messages in your own mind, which is, it's always, there's no free ride, there's no free lunch. I mean, you really do have to work and work hard. And her stress to me, which is, you get your education so that you don't have to do the kind of back-breaking work. And Mrs. Fair, who said there's another world out there.